In other news, a decision by the University of Stellenbosch, which will see English being more dominant language at the institution, has been met with mixed reviews. The University Council approved a proposed new language policy earlier this week. The policy explicitly makes provision for students who prefer Afrikaans, whilst also improving access to English.
The words Stellenbosch University and Afrikaans inextricably linked for decades. But a rebuke by predominantly black students last year about the prominence of Afrikaans saw the university take a closer look at the language. Earlier this week, Council approved amendments to the language policy, a move management supports fully.
It certainly does not signal the death of Afrikaans. I think it's an exciting time for us going forward because in my mind, it unshackles Afrikaans from some of the stereotyping of the past, and it allows full access to those students who still prefer to study in Afrikaans.
Students have also weighed in on the matter.
Yeah, I don't really mind the Afrikaans because I understand it, so I don't mind if it's in English or Afrikaans. But some of those Afrikaans terms can get quite complicated.
I think that it's quite a good idea to bring in both English and Afrikaans because then we can understand more what we're doing, so it's successful for us in our work.
It's going to be quite a challenge, especially like for people like us, since like English is not really like our mother tongue.
The SRC also backs the decision.
The SABC welcomes the decision by Council to accept the new language policy. We think it's finally a step in the right direction to ensure that all students have access to information at the university. The SABC would also just like to reiterate that we do not believe that this is a step against Afrikaans or against any particular grouping.
However, some language experts and a former council member are not supportive of the move.
I'm gravely disappointed. I'm shocked. I'm shocked that Stellenbosch could walk away from its own Afrikaans heritage. It's probably the most devastating blow to Afrikaans over the past 25-30 years.
17 council members voted for change and 9 opposed. The decision angered some council members and saw some walking out of the room. Rector of Paul Roos Gymnasium, Jannie van der Westhuizen, who also served the Senate, has since resigned. Carmel Lochmerg Roberts, SABC News, Stellenbosch.